Welcome to the podcast. What's up, everybody? Y'all want to
Howdy,
introduce
howdy.
yourselves?
OG Dog running podcast 3.
All right. And
Uh, I'm Billy. I've been here since the beginning.
right.
You made
And
me here
I
at the end.
and I am Will. Been here, always will be here.
Nice. All right. You guys ready to talk about some video games?
Do
all,
it.
all day.
Always.
We. I don't know anything that's been going on. Horizon Zero Dawn came out, or Horizon Forbidden West came out, but I didn't play it, and none of you guys played it, so I don't really care. I thought it looked good.
Yep.
It's like
That's about it.
yeah, the graphics were like amazing, but I probably won't play it until it comes out on PC or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Is
I
that
was kind of
is
bummed
that
that
a
it was a
sequel
PlayStation.
to Zero Dawn?
Yeah, it's a direct sequel. So
Isn't Have you played Zero Dawn?
no, I didn't have a PS4 either.
It's on
It's on
PC though,
PC.
isn't it?
Yeah, but I just never got
Guys,
around to
you didn't have a PS4.
We got him, boys.
it. You got
Called
me.
him out.
Oh my god, you got me. So I figured we'd just go over what we've been playing. Have you guys been playing anything other than I don't know Rocket League or I don't even know what you guys play anymore, to be honest.
Horizon
Rocket
Zero
League.
Dawn.
There you go.
Classic.
Rocket League, League of Legends, Tarkov. That's about it for me.
Solid. Anybody else?
Just been playing some basically Rocket League and
Ooh,
Apex.
Yeah, yeah.
Good old Apex.
Apex.
Dragon
Rocket
Age.
League. I've been getting into League of Legends a little bit, realizing how bad I am.
Nice. That's step one. Um,
And 2.
and
And 3.
three. And you never. Well, if you're like me, you realize how bad you are, and then you start to build up some confidence, and that eventually gets shattered, and then you realize you're bad again. So it's a very vicious cycle. But
I can't wait.
league's okay. Who's your favorite champion?
I don't know.
I heard you played Morgana.
Yeah, I played more. I'll tell you the ones I play. It's not a very long list. Morgana,
Mhm.
Tristana. Uh, I just played Leona, or however you say her name.
Mhm.
She was cool. Yeah, I guess that's maybe Vigar. I play him a little bit.
Vigar.
Yeah,
He's good.
the Mr. V.
I
He's a
hate
classic.
Vigar, dude, is the meme lord of League of Legends. I love Vigar. I love when
I just like the
David
way
plays
he.
Vigar because he
I just
role
like the way
plays
he
as Vigar.
prances. I
Yes,
can
he
100% see that. Yeah.
He really gets into it.
Yeah, those are my mains, I guess.
Yeah.
Any suggestions?
Suggestions: play support and let your friends carry you. Let Getty play Skarner, and Will play Warwick. And apparently, Will went 26-1 on Warwick or something the other day.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Stupid. If it moved, he ate it.
Yep. We were just making dog sounds for him the whole game.
Nice, nice. Well, I knew your Warwick was kind of nasty, but I didn't know it was this level. You haven't played League in like 3 years.
Yeah, it's just like that build is so fun, so good.
To be fair to all of us, I'm not sure about the IQ level of the people we were playing against. I think it might have been slightly on the low side.
Yeah. Do you think Will's like MMR has decayed so far down that you're just playing against like infants and
I think so. I think it's a combination of Will's MMR decay rate and Billy playing on a new account.
Is there a ranking system in casual or whatever they call it? Like
Yeah.
like
It
Yeah.
just
there
matches
is?
you up. It's a hidden MMR, but
It's like Siege.
Yeah.
yeah. So it won't put you against like Challenger or whatever. It's
Gotcha.
basically yeah, ranked, but it's hidden. You know, to prevent
But
you
we
from getting
we
creamed
slapped
again.
him, so
Yeah, obviously
it did its job.
didn't work for the other team that game. something.
They thought Will was a Smurf, a Challenger Smurf, and everything. Not the dog! Not the dog!
You get run down. Just get a sniff of him. That's all Will needs, apparently.
I don't know why, but it's just so fun to just to go so fast. Like, I don't know, and his alt jumping across the map
Dude,
turns me on.
solid. It turns me on just listening to it. I didn't even see the game, but I want to see it. I need a replay of that. Will, Dragon Age, pretty good? Bad?
Pretty good. I don't really care about the story. Like the story's kind of bleh.
Yeah.
But I just killed my first dragon. That's a fun fight.
Mhm.
But combat's cool. Abilities are kind of cool. But story's kind of bleh.
Yeah. What does the gameplay remind you of? Did you play 2 and Origins?
I played Origins. This one. It's been a while since I played Origins, but
Right.
um,
So I know it's got some. It's not super like hands off. Like Origins was like very. It's like League of Legends where you don't do much of the auto attacking or anything. But
yeah, and like there was a lot of like party manipulation and setting up the AI to do stuff. Yeah, this one's just a little bit. I would say it's similar to the difference between Mass Effect 1 and then Mass Effect 3.
yeah, a little bit more actiony.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I mean, good game.
Mm-hmm. And I can't decide which I like more because I go back and forth between like wanting more action and sort of like liking that strategy element of like Da Vinci.
Almost XCOM like
Yeah.
sounds like.
Yeah, I think I would rather a game be all of
All of one.
yeah.
Well,
'Cause
Divinity.
then
When we played Divinity together, that game scratched an itch like unlike any other game I played.
Yeah.
Before it, like we played Diablo together way back in the day. Those couple nights on the couch.
What a New Year's night.
What a New Year's night. That was an awesome time. But it went even further. I felt like because of the strategy and maybe it's part of like the role playing too. And you just like there was so much character stuff and getting into fights away from your party, so you just be stuck like 1v8 waiting for the rest of your team to catch up to you wherever you are.
yeah, there's just so much planning. Like it's literally you have to work as a team in order to do anything. It's a lot of fun. Probably in my top 10.
Divinity.
I think so.
It's a pity because we've never actually beaten it.
Yeah.
I know. We should go back. We should do like one run.
The
and get through
podcast,
it.
the podcast crew should tackle it.
We can do a podcast crew and tackle it. And then we
Nice,
can-
do
a all nighters run through, beat it in 24-hour, one
Oh.
session.
I'm good.
I'm
I
down
don't
to roleplay.
We would be so underleveled.
Yeah. I don't have to be at work for like 20, let's see, like 32 more hours. So, I mean, I got until then.
There it is. We beat it tonight, boys.
Tonight and
Well,
tomorrow night. I'm down.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm down eventually. Like, can't do it tonight, but
Wow.
We got our first.
Kill the vibe.
What is this guy got responsibilities or what?
Like that.
Like, what a loser.
I mean that would be fun though. We could live stream it and I don't know,
want to.
it'd be pretty cool.
That game's fun, so I think we should. Anybody else got any fun games they've been playing, or just our regular old?
Just a regular.
No single player games good?
No. Trying to
Shame.
think. Let me see what the last single player game I played was.
For me, it was Forza Horizon 5. I've been driving around a little bit with that, but
Horizon. It won some Game of the Years. Horizon did. So
I always get super excited for when they come out, and then I love playing them for like couple weeks, and then it's just like done. Like it falls off a cliff for me.
yeah, I think that's another one it's such a specific game that once you're really done with it, it's really hard to come back to. I would say.
The last
Yep.
single player game that I have booted up was in October, and it was Fate.
That is a long time.
That is an
Wow,
old game.
there's no way.
You didn't play any Halo campaign?
October?
No, I did not play any Halo campaign.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I played that Grip Combat Racing game that Will gave me, so I guess that might count.
Was that one any good?
It was good, but it was not very instructive as to like what you're doing and how to do it.
Hmm.
And the graphics were not up to snuff.
Grip Combat Racing, is it an old game?
Probably is.
I would assume so.
Combat Racing sounds intriguing.
Where the
The,
crap did you get this game from? Was it on Steam?
2018. It's not that old.
Huh, that's not very old.
The other issue I had with it was the controls were very.
You use controller, right?
Yeah, I use a controller. It seemed as if it was almost impossible to not drive where the game wanted you to drive.
Uh,
Like aim assist was on 10.
do you remember Blur? I think that's what it was called.
Yeah, it was Blur.
Blur's a cool game.
We only played
Yeah.
the demo for it.
Yeah, but there's huge, like, I can't remember, like they ended up shutting it down, right? There's something that happened with it. I can't really remember. That was a fun game. That was one of those
Inertia-
combat
Inertia was the one that I remembered right
Fatal
out the
Inertia.
gate. Yeah, Fatal Inertia. That was a fun game. I enjoyed that one a lot.
I don't
You can like
remember-
shoot people as you drive and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome. That reminds me, I grew up playing Lego Racer, and you'd like,
Oh, so good.
dude, that
What a
that was
game.
so fun. And I love racing games that there's not like many that you can do that though. Like usually it's either just racing. I mean, I miss Mario Kart's, the closest.
good
the
old red
biggest.
shells.
Yeah,
That's a
but
classic.
man, Mario Kart's just a little different than Lego Racer was.
Yeah,
Lego
it's a
Racer was
little
awesome.
kick. Are you
It
talking
was
about
awesome.
podcast or not?
Yes, we are talking on a
Sorry,
podcast.
we are currently. Are you talking about Pod Racers episode 1 for like the Nintendo 64, or is it different? I don't know
Are you
if
talking about the Star Wars Pod Racer?
Yeah.
That one was also
That
good.
was a
but
good one.
Oh,
but
you're
the
talking about
Lego-
that one.
The Lego Racer was fantastic.
I don't
Yeah, this
remember
was
that
like
one.
a 1995 game.
Yeah, we didn't own it. We rented it from Movie Warehouse.
What the
Yep.
heck?
You
Yep.
rented it from Movie Warehouse. That
Yes.
sentence took me a second to comprehend all the old stuff that was in it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
It
even know
was,
what a Movie Warehouse is.
I've never heard of
It was
that
a
either.
locally owned chain. Or not really even a chain, I guess. It was just one store.
Oh, I kind of thought it was a chain. Either way, do you remember the Monster Truck game? Get
Yes, I do remember that game.
the Rocket League before Rocket League.
Yes. What was the? No, that was that Monster Truck game. Yeah.
Yeah, with can't remember what the name of that really famous Gravedigger.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
now that was
That-
a classic.
It's based on real life monster trucks.
I guess
That
I'm
is
not
the
up to.
weirdest,
Heck?
like tie-in game. I wonder how much money Gravedigger made from that. Maybe they were able to put like a new hood on Gravedigger from that game or something. Okay,
That's funny.
do you guys want to talk about, since there was no news this week really, or if there was, we just didn't care about it. I thought we would all talk about, so we had another viewer submitted question this week from one Mr. Ryan Moore, who works at Chick-fil-A. Good friend of mine, great guy. He wanted to know.
Great guy.
Great
What a guy. Legend.
What a
Yeah, legend. What a dude.
What a
He
dude.
wanted to know.
Is this Mr. Moore himself?
It is.
Wow.
I think so.
His question was, are you ready? Favorite FPS of all time. And he said, he wasn't very specific. He said we can make a tier list. I didn't want to do a tier list, mostly because it takes too much time. But like a top 5 or a top 3, if anyone throws any out. I've got a few off the top of my head, and I didn't have a list that I made or anything, but I mean, just a few. I think Halo Reach is one of my favorite games of all time. And I know all you guys will say Halo games. So I just want to be the first to get it out there. But Halo Reach is my favorite FPS of all time, probably. And
I'm
then
definitely throwing Halo 3 out there for sure.
I know Halo 3 is a big hitter. Anybody else? Any other Halo games included
yeah.
in that list for you guys?
I mean, when we already talked about Halo in a previous one, and I said Halo 3 was my favorite, so I'd have to go with that one
Mhm.
again. But Halo, I mean, we'll use Master Chief Collection, but I'd say Reach is a close second
Mhm.
for me.
Reach
Behind Halo.
was a lot of fun. The addition of like the armor abilities. I mean, was there
Yeah.
anything better than armor lock?
Dude, armor lock was you could pop grenades off.
Ah,
Dude, if
Oh,
you
wait.
just time people's melees right, you could get like 3 armor locks off.
It's just like, oh wait, I'm sorry. You have a sword charged in on me already? I'll
you have
armor lock,
somebody,
EMP you, and then melee you.
We
you
need to
have
stop
someone
talking about
so
this.
dead to rights, and freaking Armor Lock would save them when they had
Yep.
no business.
Oh, I'm
being
sorry.
saved.
You're going to come splatter me with a ghost? Armor lock.
It's so good. It adds another dimension, a great dimension, to Halo. Not to mention all the other crappy ones that nobody really used, like the
Well, no.
holograms.
You
Oh,
got
okay.
you got people like Matthew over there using the the
Jetpack.
holograms and the stealth.
Oh, yeah.
Visibility,
yep.
yeah.
Matthew was a specialist of being weird in Halo.
Yes, he was.
Effective though.
Very
True.
effective. Will, you're a big jetpacker. Am I crazy?
Nope, that is correct.
Yeah.
Big jetpacker.
I remember you were a big
Don't remember if
jetpacker.
it worked or not, but
I feel like you always did really well. I feel like we could always count on you. You're like a solid 15 kills a game at least. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
there were also
20
games where you
deaths.
would die 15 to 20 times.
I'm just kidding.
But you would also every game get 15 kills. Like at least.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I was a 15 kills, 15 death dude. Like that's my role.
You just get
Just
and
get
you're
in
gonna get
there.
into fights and you're gonna kill people. You might die, you might not, but you're gonna get some kills. Getty, of course, known best for his shotgun sitting on top of the elevator
Absolutely.
in the green shoot room.
Sword base.
On sword
Yep.
base.
Sword base.
And I assume sitting in that same room on what's the one that has the sword on top of the little bridge? Countdown?
Countdown. Countdown. Yeah, Getty was a shotgunner up there.
A little shotgun whore up there. Was waiting for some
Countdown.
suckers to come
Countdown.
up.
Remind me. Which one's
It's
that?
it's the one with the jet. The
Is it-
Uh,
Is it the one that's got the shotgun that's down in the 3-2
Yes.
area?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you
okay.
start facing each other, and in DMRs,
Yes.
everybody just shoots at each other. That's
Yeah.
fun.
we played a lot of Headhunter there. Do y'all remember that? Like
Headhunter was the best
multi-team?
game mode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Dropping all those skulls, dude. Headhunter was a lot of fun, I thought. But I feel like I
Yeah,
didn't
it was.
play it that much, to be honest.
I feel like all the fun game modes that we actually play get taken out of games. You got pigeons from
Yeah.
what you call it,
From
gone.
Battlefield?
Yeah. It's not a
Pigeons
thing
is
anymore.
hilarious, Yeah.
Pigeons was the best. You know how many birds I've killed in my life?
Well, I don't know how realistic it would be to bring pigeons to Battlefield 2042. I would imagine we've.
Make it drones. Good. Come on.
Okay,
sure.
there you go.
Be creative.
Yeah, I mean, a visual update, sure. A spiritual successor, maybe. It'd be hilarious. Or if
What
they had
was it?
pigeons in Halo, that would be funny. They put a little sword and armor on the,
Did
on
we-
the pigeons.
Did we not make our gamer pictures something to do with pigeons?
I
Yes.
think so.
Oh, to have that picture back.
Oh, I'm gonna try to find it.
I'll need to see if I can look up gamer picture history or something so I can find those.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Those darn pigeons.
What a game mode.
That was.
But the thing is, I mean, sure, whatever, take it out, change it, do whatever you have to it, but they don't even give you an alternate to anything similar to it. There's nothing.
No.
Yeah, they just go with the main basic game.
Yeah.
modes now.
So is there zombies in Halo now? Like in Infinite, does anybody know? Do they have zombies?
like Firefly?
I don't.
Or firefight?
No. Well, do they have firefight? I don't think they do. I think they were planning to add it though, as well
Wouldn't
as
have-
co-op campaign when season 1's over or whatever.
Isn't zombies or isn't firefight the Halo equivalent to zombies?
No. I meant like you remember.
There was a specific zombie mode where you had swords and were super fast.
Talking
and could
about
jump really
infection.
far.
infection.
Infection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm talking
Oh yeah, if you called it what it was.
about. Listen, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna explain it.
Yeti-
You guys gotta get on
Yeti
my
was-
wavelength.
He was reminiscing about his Pidgey game.
Oh,
Call it what it is.
Call it what it is, bro.
Would Battlefield make any of your guys' lists? Favorite FPS of all time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're picking 3, I'd say it was in there. We had good times doing that. Sweetheart and Chardenson, boys.
Yeah. So
That's
Battlefield 1
true.
or
Whichever
Definitely
one that
Battlefield 1.
was.
Battlefield 1. I'd say Modern Warfare 3 makes mine.
Will, I was waiting for a lull. And then you just stole it right out from under me.
Billy,
Sorry.
explain why Modern Warfare 3 is amazing.
Well, I wasn't going for 3. I was actually going to say Modern Warfare 2.
All right, never mind. Will explain why Modern Warfare 3.
Man,
You
the
took the
specialist class. I don't know if they still have specialists, but that was so much fun. The support class was fun. All I did was fly around on a recon drone following Isaac, and just got him Moab after Moab. So much fun.
So why is Modern Warfare 2 better than Modern Warfare 3, Billy?
I
you
don't know.
played
I think, yeah, I played both. I don't know. It's just because it was first before. I think Modern Warfare 3 is a overall better game, but in terms of the multiplayer. But I loved the Modern Warfare franchise was like the first non-Halo FPS campaign that I actually like loved playing. And I'm not a big campaign player. Like I usually would only play it with other people, but that one, I don't know, the story was super fun. It was like kind of like a show where you just like want to binge watch episode after episode. That's kind of how it was with like missions with that one. Like it was just super fun. And there was like just a huge variety in the missions. Like one mission you'd be like flying a helicopter or like landing on a aircraft carrier. The next one you'd be like in Russia like going through snow trying to avoid getting eaten by wolves. Like
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
it's just super fun campaign overall.
I would say there are a lot of like I think of Modern Warfare 2, and I think of all of the different like landscapes that you're in, because there's the snow levels, right, and there's desert,
Yeah.
and then there's towns like those, I guess African looking towns with like the huts and stuff, and then there's cities. Like there's a lot of different places that you go to, which is just
Yeah.
I think it's very
Exactly. Yeah, it was a ton of fun, and then the multiplayer was just super fun too. Like I'd been used to playing like Halo mostly in terms of FPS multiplayers, but this was just like a totally different thing because of the like call-ins you'd get, whatever they're called, airstrikes and stuff like that. Just added a whole new element to my multiplayer shooting experience. Which so I loved. That's more of when I got into. I played Modern Warfare 1, but Modern Warfare 2 is where I like really got into that series, and then Modern Warfare 3 was just like an awesome addition to it. I loved that game too.
And if Matthew were here, he would definitely make a claim for Modern Warfare 1, I think. And Matthew loved that game. And he was like the biggest fan of that one, I think. And he showed me that even after I played Modern Warfare 3, he went back and showed me Modern Warfare 1 and like explained to me the importance and everything. And just showed me like it was a really cool game. But Modern Warfare 2, I think most people would agree, was their favorite Modern Warfare / Call of Duty game, probably. I think everybody who grew up in our generation, but for whatever reason, Modern Warfare 3 just stuck with most of us a lot better.
I don't honestly remember which one was which. Which one did we play, Will?
We played 3. We didn't play 2 at all.
3 was the big one.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the game, but I don't know. I guess it just didn't do it for me.
Well,
It was no Pidgeys.
Getty, what did it for you? You got Halo, you've got Battlefield. You throw one more game out there.
One more game.
FPS. What do you got?
FPS.
I mean, we gotta throw Siege out there, right? Like we play the heck out of
That's true,
Siege.
that's true.
Yeah.
Is it Siege?
Yeah, it's got to be.
I guess it's got to be. There's like a whole tournament scene, and I mean, what
Yeah.
else was there? You know.
I mean, probably just the sheer fact that I know more about that game than I know about any other game that I've ever played, probably. And also probably my most played game as well. Halo 3 would probably actually be more, but close second for sure.
Yeah, put a lot of hours in Siege, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Siege is a good one. I know everybody here loves Siege, but nobody here plays Siege anymore. So
Nope.
It's not what it used to be.
But I think that happens with every game. But as we sort of move towards these games that are built to last like 5 years or so, instead of being like sequelitis, like one after the other, you start to wonder: so is there going to be a new Siege? There is a new Rainbow Six game coming out, but is
It's
it
already out, I think.
already
If
out?
you're
Yeah,
talking about
it's
the
out.
Outbreak one.
Right?
Extraction.
Yeah. Extraction. Yeah. So is there anything like Siege could do to make it back into our hearts, or is the damage already done, and should we just move on?
I don't know if it's damage. I just think it's
Burnt out.
yeah.
Hardcore burnt out. Playing only Siege every night for like 3 hours a night, every night. Yeah, that'll burn you out. And then, I mean, the biggest issue was playing on Xbox running into mouse and keyboard players. And then, okay, switch over to PC, and then you run into hackers. It's like, if
Yeah.
if I'm putting all this time to get good at a game, I want it to be good enough, like a good enough game that I don't have to run into those things.
Yeah. To have something that's unrelated to how well you actually play ruin your
Yeah.
experience. Just
The mouse and keyboard on
takes the
Xbox absolutely destroys it. And we
Yeah.
got high enough that that's all we ever like. There was one a game.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, didn't make the whole experience worth it because you felt like you were finally like getting good at the game and you could see your improvement, and then you just run into people who do stuff like that, and it just was like, what's even the point?
Yep.
Which there's like cheaters in every game, pretty much every multiplayer game, but like Siege, I feel like just has done a really poor job of managing it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Would you consider that cheating, or is it just like abusing the rules? Because if the
I
system
think it's
is
cheating.
allowed to, because you're obviously like you just plug it in and it works, right?
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
cheating.
pretty much. There's some things you have to do to. Oh, ask Joe next time you talk to him.
Yeah.
There's some things you have to do to make it fully compatible, but
Yeah, I feel like cheating would be like walking through walls and there's people that teleport behind you.
DDoSing? Oh yeah, there's that too. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There's a fair share of that. And also, like I said, the people who teleport behind you at spawn and spawn kill the
Yeah.
whole team, and not to mention the team killing is brutal in that game. If you ever get with randoms and they just the
Uh,
whole- there's
I
a
can't
lot
talk too much on that.
Yeah. Why is that, Getty?
No reason. As long as it was casual, teammates are fair game, and
Getty will
not
add this to his
not
kill
just
total.
not just for team killing, but for, hey, we're a 4-stack. We'll vote you out at the beginning of the round, like vote to kick, get that person kicked, let somebody else load in, and make them watch the rest of the round, and then right as the next round starts, kick them out.
Mhm.
That was fun. Good
Humans.
times. That was good times.
Classic Siege. It's a great mechanic. Great.
Maybe it's a good thing Siege is dead to us.
It's like, oh, you could sit here and watch what you could be doing, and then as soon as you get to do it, we're voting you out.
Really added to the community
I
experience.
did.
There.
Community player.
Okay, so we're saying pretty much everybody here has a Halo, a Call of Duty, and then Siege.
I want to try to add one if I can.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I have a Battlefield. Thank you.
Okay, Battlefield. I think you and Billy should both add one, and I'll add one, like a personal one.
I don't know if you guys will let this one fly as a FPS, but Vermintide 2,
Well,
Rats.
okay, Rats.
Rats is good.
That's a
I don't
great
know if
game.
you'll count that one, but it's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, it's.
I can't believe
it's
we
FPS-ish.
Got as far as we got on it.
Yeah, I know.
Depends what character you play. I mean, if you're playing like the wizard, like I would play, I'd count it as FPS. But
It's
You know,
100%
if you're playing-
FPS.
yeah, I'm just kidding. I'd count it. I'd count it.
Yeah, it's gotta be right.
I was just trying to be funny there.
Oh,
Warhammer
nice try.
Vermintide 2.
Yep.
good
I
game.
Still, I think about that game and I think like, dude, who's playing this? Like, who's playing this game right now? But we were playing
Loads
it
of-
for a long time,
Loads of people are still playing it.
and you guys got really good. Y'all knew exactly how the missions went, the timers and everything, and
Yep.
it's a very
I
deep
didn't.
understanding.
I
didn't
had
either.
no clue what was going on. I just went where they went
Same. I was
and
in
hacked,
that same boat.
hacked
Attack!
rats.
Attack! Attack! Attack!
My favorite mission is still the one where you have to go with the cart and you can't see Jack beyond like 5 feet.
That's rough.
That
Yep.
one is terrifying.
You can fight the trolls afterward or ogres or whatever.
Oh
it is.
gosh, I still have nightmares.
That's a fun game. They released some DLC. Did y'all play it or?
We played a little of it. We didn't play. I think they were doing a PvP mode where some people play as the rats and the others play as the heroes.
That would be kind of fun.
Yep. Like you get to play as a packmaster and the assassin rat.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, the assassins.
That assassin little mission, side mission, when you touch that bag, woo-wee,
Oof.
that'll get you going.
It's a good game. Billy, anything else? If you had
Oh.
like a personal touch, any single player games, or is there
Let's see, shooter
yeah,
games.
an FPS, first person shooter?
And let's see, I've already said Halo 3,
Mhm.
Modern Warfare 2, and then I loved Siege. I played a ton of Siege as well.
Mhm.
But if I had to add another one, oof, I did really like Battlefield 1 a lot.
Mhm.
That game was fun.
That
But
one
I'm
hasn't
trying
been
to.
mentioned yet.
Well, Getty
Just
did.
kidding. Oh yeah.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
I'm trying to. We need something original here. We need
Got
something-
him!
I know. I'm trying to think. Okay, I got it. If you count this, I would say the multiplayer of Mass Effect 3. I loved
No, that's
Third
not
person.
third person dingus.
third
Try-
person.
That's
Try again.
Over the shoulder. Over the
Oh
shoulder.
my gosh.
Try again. Got him!
Colton, go ahead while
You
he's
can't
thinking.
change your view at all.
Billy,
No.
Are you sure?
you brainstorm for a second, and I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay.
I'll throw out a great one, Bioshock, which was
I never played
Very
it.
good.
such a
Ooh.
good game. Great
I have it.
story.
I have the collection in my like watch list or wish list or whatever it is on Steam.
Well, as soon as you get
Forgot it.
you should go through, and the first one goes on sale all the time for like $5.
The whole collection is on sale for like 17 bucks
$7.
or whatever.
And
Yeah.
you should Bioshock 1 is great. Bioshock 2 is okay. The first one's better. Bioshock Infinite is everybody loves it, but I just thought it was okay. But the first one, the story, the atmosphere, the gameplay, all of it are like 9 out of 10. Like very very good. And it's like one of my first games I bought for the Xbox 360 when I first got it. It was in like my first stack of like 5 games. I had Oblivion, that, and like Madden 09 and Viva Pinata. So, and
It's a great lineup.
it was a great.
So,
Bioshock stuck out like a sore thumb.
what do we
Yeah.
think about like Borderlands? Borderlands 3, isn't that? It's FPS.
Borderlands is good.
It wasn't bad.
Not yeah, good. Not.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I would be remiss not to put Tarkov in there. Tarkov is good.
Oh yeah.
Well.
I know you play a lot.
I
of
would.
Yeah,
I would be missed to put Tarkov in there.
yeah.
I think I got mine.
finish googling what an FPS is.
I had to. So according to Google.com, so I would say that my next just missed the cut of some of my favorite FPSs, and I might get some flack, especially from Will on this one. Is Destiny 1
Oh my gosh,
Pre-
you'll get flack from me, you dingus, not Will.
before they ruined it with making you have to pay to basically be competitive.
Free before they ruined it.
Yeah.
Well, what about the way you all play
pre-ruinage.
Apex? Would you put Apex in there? Is that just
Uh,
not there?
I don't think it's up there for me yet.
Yeah.
I have been really liking it a lot,
Yeah, I know what you
but
did.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd quite put it in the top tier just yet. But the first Destiny, man,
It was fun.
those missions were super fun. And I don't know, it's just like the mechanics of it, where you had like abilities and everything. Like I played like a warlord, I think, or no, not warlord.
Warlock.
Yeah,
Warlock.
you
It
had
doesn't
all
even
the
remember.
classes.
It was such a great game. You don't even remember.
Yeah, I couldn't remember
Trash
the name of the.
game.
Oh my gosh, it's definitely not a trash game. It is now. It is now. But before they like came out with any DLC, it was actually a super fun game.
Trash game.
I
It was
And
remember
then
fun.
It's only
everybody.
ruining your credibility.
It was Bungie's first thing they were doing after Halo because they dropped Halo after 343. So it was Bungie's first game after they stopped making Halo, and everybody was like, "All right, is it gonna be good? Is it gonna suck? What is Destiny? Like, why is everybody playing it?" And I remember playing it, and I thought it was pretty good. You know, I didn't play a ton of it, but I thought it was a lot of fun, and like, it wasn't Halo, obviously, but it was still around that realm of like a Call of Duty as far as like I would play it, you know, every day for like a month or so. I'd also like to mention Borderlands is I suck a lot of hours into Borderlands 2. I thought Borderlands 2 was really good. Borderlands 1 was okay. It was a little bit rough around the edges and didn't have a lot of depth to it, but Borderlands 2 is really good. And 3 was just the cringiest thing I've ever played in my life.
Oh.
My god. The
Same.
story and the jokes and the characters were all just like
Yeah.
turned up to 11, and I thought like maybe if I were like an 8-year-old I might enjoy this sort of humor, but I was not. I was an adult, and it just didn't do it for me. Playing it just made me feel like I was being made fun of for like liking video games. So
I will
I
say
didn't like
one
that.
thing I found that's interesting is nobody here mentioned on their list at all of top shooters Counter Strike.
No, that's a pretty
Never
popular.
played it.
I never really played it at all,
Mhm.
so that's obviously a no go for me just based on that. But I don't know. I mean, it's like the most popular shooter ever, isn't it?
David played a ton.
Is this
Oh.
is this from your Google search, Billy?
it
Guys, something I found that's really interesting is FPS stands for first person shooter.
says here,
Not
Doom
over the
is
shoulder
the
shooter.
first-person shooter of all time. Nobody said Doom.
You know what else?
I don't think any of
I'll
us.
be here after this episode.
I don't think any of us played CS:GO.
None of
Nope.
you all played CS:GO?
Nope.
Nope.
I thought you all
I
did.
Like
played
I
a
have
little-
played it once or twice, and it's just garbage.
So they actually ported it to the Xbox 360 arcade, and I downloaded it for like $10 or whatever, and played it a decent amount, just like PvP. I would go in alone and just play with some randos, and it was actually like, you know, I thought it was decent. It was so different from Call of Duty because of the whole, you know, it was like whatever that game mode is.
The
where
money
you
system
die.
type thing.
In the money system, the round to round thing, it was so
Yep.
different. But it was it was not made for consoles, you know. The whole firing system of like different sprays of weapons, and the reticles not being exactly, you know, lined up to where it looks like they are. It's such a unique FPS in that way, how the weapons are and the cursor, and it just wasn't made for console. But it was a lot of fun to play. I still don't understand how the aiming works, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
the
that's
what?
what my impression was when I tried to play it a little bit. Was the aiming was like just so counterintuitive.
You have to like aim at the floor in order to hit people above you, you know. But
Trash
what-
game.
Yeah.
All right.
What about if I can add one more, or just to the discussion?
Yeah, go down.
What about Overwatch? Overwatch was a lot of
Oh,
fun.
Yeah, Overwatch. I played a lot of Overwatch. I was a roadhog. I was a dirty roadhog, man.
Dude, I feel that all day.
Y'all
Hook and
remember when
grab,
you
hook
could
and
do
grab.
like now you have to have like unique characters on a team, but like when it first came out, you could have an entire team full of
Is
roadhogs.
that
Yep.
true? I don't
Yep.
remember.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Oh, it was so much fun.
That is a great change they made, but gosh, that sounds like 5 roadhogs. Dude, imagine. They're being hooked to your death every
Just
time.
hook, pull, pull, hook, pull, pull, snort, snort.
So,
The
yeah.
best though is the freaking Lucy Ball. Jeez,
Lucio
that was
Ball.
that was Rocket League's pre-Rocket League Rocket League.
Yeah.
What's Lucy Ball?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Is that,
And the answer is yes.
is that Overwatch?
Yes.
It is.
I thought Blur or whatever was pre Rocket League. Rocket League.
No. Well, yes, but no.
What's the new
Lucio Ball. Oh, it gets me hard.
one?
I'd